5 Tokyo Game Show continues, and let's be honest, we're here for one reason, to get a look at the next-gen consoles.
And one of those consoles is Nintendo's Revolution. What is this mysterious controller Nintendo has been talking about? Is it a hybrid of every controller from the NES until now? Is it a small marmoset, or is it a nunchuck?
Well, in Nintendo's case, hopefully it inflates into a life raft because they sure need one after the dismal performance of the GameCube. And after what we've seen today, honestly, this puppy might just float.
In the days and weeks leading up to TGS, Nintendo fanboys and industry analysts alike were abuzz with speculation about Nintendo President Satoru Iwata's keynote address. Rumor had it that Iwata-san would unveil the much-hyped controller for the Nintendo Revolution, and unveil he has. Wait, it's a remote? Yes, at first glance, the Revolution controller looks like a glorified remote control, but it's much more than that. The controller uses motion sensing technology to track your every move. Iwata did not show any gameplay of the controller in action, but their teaser trailer was filled with clips to set our imagination afire. Baseball, swordplay, drumming? The controller can also be tethered to a more traditional control stick, forming a kind of space-age nunchuck. Imagine playing a first-person shooter, moving your character with a stick while aiming with the controller. The focus seems to be on games tailored to an audience that wouldn't normally play games. What better way to bond with your grandson than a peaceful fishing trip in your own living room? We weren't fortunate enough to get our hands on the controller, but we talked to one lucky games journalist who did.
First time I actually saw it, I was very confused. But I would say, just like the Nintendo DS, you have to get your hands on it. You really have to touch it. They had Metroid Prime 2 running with the controller, and which is really weird, but very cool, because with the actual remote control controller, that's how you would look around, and then you'd go forward, back, left, and right, strafing with the analog stick. And it sounds really weird at first, but it made me feel like a kid again, which is really cool.
Truer words have never been spoken. We can't tell yet if the Revolution controller will live up to its name, but these clowns sure seem to like it.
I think the coolest part about the Revolution controller is not that I want to play it or that everybody else wants to play it. It's that developers are running around TGS and you literally hear them getting excited over what they can do with this new peripheral.
And it takes a minute to really figure out the potential of this controller. You look at it and you're like, what is that? It's a thing with a thing, and then your mind starts to think about it, and you start to think about all the things that you can do with it.
I know, like the brand new game. I thought I was going to sober up after first seeing it. I've gotten only more excited.
Yeah.
It's like a running game around here. It's like, oh yeah, we could do this, and we could do this, and we could do this, and I just say, America, think about it for a second. It's rad.
And I think it's really going to bring a lot of people into gaming, because they're going to see how interactive it is and how simple it is, and I think it's going to be great.
And it's different.
It is.
I love different.
And please never sober up, Adam. Just don't.
He won't.